Welcome back, mathematicians. I know it's been a long time since you've heard my voice. I'm sure you were really missing me. But for the second part of our lesson, today we're going to talk about multiplying integers. So we're going to get more proficient at multiplying integers today. That is our goal. So remember, we want to think about multiplication. I ran out of room. Multiplication as groups of numbers. And if we see a negative sign, they mean the opposite. Alright, so let's take a look at number 9. So number 9, I have 3 groups of the opposite of 4. So I have 3 groups of the opposite of 4. And I saw some of you yesterday actually try to draw the pictures, which I really appreciate. That means you actually kind of, paid attention. I did see some not accuracy with the color part, so make sure you pay attention again today how I utilize the 2 different colors. So black is positive, and again, you don't have to use the same colors as me. But just make sure that one represents positive values and one represents negative values. So if I have 3 groups of the opposite of 4, I have the opposite of 4, 8, 12. So opposite of 12 would be negative 12. Let's just go straight down to 11. I have 8 groups, or the opposite of 8 groups of the opposite of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the opposite of 9. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to put 9 in there. Okay. For time's sake, I'm just kind of squiggling. I would appreciate you actually taking the time to write it out. But I don't want to take up your whole day with this video. So if I have 9, 18, 27, 36. Oh, I don't know what I hear. Again, I'm still outside. So we have 9 times 8, which would be 72. And notice that I have my negative circle and my negative on the inside. So those 2 negatives are going to make our answer positive. And notice that I have the same color. So since it's positive, I have a positive 72 items. Sorry I didn't finish skip counting. Something moved in the distance and startled me, so I lost my train of thought. So we just multiplied out of my head. Alright, let's look at 13. I have 4 groups of 2. Nothing special about this. So I have 4 groups of 2. So I can see my 4 groups of 2 items. 2, 4, 6, 8. I have a total of 8. Notice I have my positive circle and my positive items. They're the same color, so my answer is positive. Oh, I've been writing my answers in blue. Let me stay consistent. Alright, if your numbers are more than double digits, I'm not going to make you draw a picture because that's going to take too long. But I do want you to learn how to multiply vertically, so let's go through that. So I have the opposite of 16 groups of the opposite of 14. So I'm going to stack them. I'm not going to worry about the negative sign until I get to my answer. So 6 times 4 would be 24. So you're going to put your 1 value down here in the ones place and your tens value in the tens place. So 24. You're going to take 6 times 1, which is 6, and then you're going to add that number back in. So 6 plus 2 would be 8. Now if I were to draw this, I have my opposite groups and my opposite items on the inside. So I would have the same color if I drew my picture. So my answer is going to remain, let me stay consistent, sorry. My answer is going to remain positive. So if we look at number 10. Number 10, we have 3 groups of the opposite of 1. So I have 1, 2, 3, with the opposite of 1 inside. So as we can see, I have 1 value in each of my groups, and altogether I have 3 items, and I have my positive color and my negative color, so they're 2 different colors, so my answer stays negative. So I have the opposite of 3. Number 12. I have 4 groups of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we got 3, 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have my 4 groups of 6 here, so I can see I have 6 items, 12 items, 18 items, and 24 items. Notice I have my positive color for my circle because my groups aren't opposites, and my items are also my positive color because my items aren't opposite. So I have 2 positive values, and my answer is going to be a positive 24 because I have 24 items spread across my 4 groups. Alright, again, if you come across some double digits, I don't expect you to draw those pictures. I'd really like for you to, because I think it's great to see what visually is happening when we are multiplying. But for this particular one, I'm not going to draw out 14 groups. So what I would do if I were to show this visually, I would have my red color, I would have 14 groups of the opposite of 14 groups with the opposite of 3 in them. So I'd have red circles with red X's. But we're going to learn how to multiply by stacking. And again, I'm not going to worry about my negative signs until I have my answer. So 4 times 3, 4 groups of 3 would be 12, and you're going to write your 1's value in the 1 place and carry your 10 over. Now you multiply across 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus that 1 up top, which is 4. So I have 42. And if I were to draw my picture, I would have had 14, the opposite of 14 groups with the opposite of 3 in each of them, totaling 42 items, but I have the same color, so my answer would be a positive 42. And last, I have 8 groups of the opposite of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the opposite of 7 in each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, so let's see how many items we have all together. I have my 8 groups of the opposite of 7. So you can see I have my positive circle and my negative items. So I have 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, and 56. And because I have different colors going on, my answer is a negative 56. Alright, to go along with your goldfish word, I want you to draw a goldfish. Oh, that's really ugly. Let's see if I can do it better this way. Oh yeah. And you have to add that smile, because they're the snack that smiles back. So, next to your word goldfish that you wrote somewhere, please draw a fish. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Obviously mine is not. But I'd like to know that you have watched this video. Let's see, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. So if I want to know that you watched this video on Tuesday. So, happy mathing, and I will see you later.